Good morning, guys. It's December 14th. It's a Monday, and this week is going to be a little bit different. The kids are home remote through the rest of this year. So honestly, it's just this week and then half of next week, and then they would be off on vacation anyways, so we can do it. But I have been up since 5. It's about 6 o'clock now. I'm going to make myself some coffee. My morning routine is just about done. I'm going to sit down and have just a little bit of quiet time before we get our day started. So the pace is so different when we are remote versus in person, because it's 7 o'clock now. We would be like heading out the door, but instead my kids are still in bed. I'm going to get them up now and we're gonna have breakfast. Today's schedule for them is just kind of working at their own pace. So they have assignments that are assigned and they have to complete them by the end of the day. We are going to work on that this morning, so that way we have the rest of the day to just kind of chill and do what we want. And the little girl that I watch is going to be here any minute now. So I'm gonna get my kids up and start breakfast for all the kids. So the girls just found our Alf down in the playroom, and he left us stuff to make slime today. So that will be something we can do later on. I'm gonna go ahead and start making breakfast. Today the kids requested chocolate chip muffins. I use the Betty Crocker kind. It is super easy. They always come out really good, and it doesn't take long at all to whip these up. It is hard to see, but it's starting to snow. Breakfast is done, kitchen is cleaned up, living room is cleaned up. The girls and Blake went downstairs, so the girls are set up to do their learning in the playroom, and Blake is set up to do his learning in my office, and Dylan is in his room doing his learning. So today they just have assignments that are assigned, which I think I mentioned before, and so we should be able to get through this school day pretty quickly. I actually sit right in between the girls because they need some help just navigating through the technology and the different classes and help with reading and whatnot. So I am going to take my planners downstairs and I sit between them. I can get some planning done while I help them. So that is what we're gonna do now. Okay, so it's about 11:30 now and the kids are wrapping up with their school. So we are going to make our Christmas slime and have some lunch. To wake up today, so I just made myself my second cup of coffee for the day. So I'm taking a little bit of time now to work on a project for my friend who is a dialysis nurse. She wanted a couple t-shirts, so I am making a logo here on my Silhouette software, and then I am going to cut this out using my vinyl and put it on a t-shirt. The sky is so beautiful tonight. The sun is starting to set. It's about 4:30. And we are gonna head off and run a couple errands. Okay, so it's now 9 o'clock and we kind of had a busy evening, so let me catch you up. So we did go and run a couple errands. We went to my parents' house. My mom left a few things here on Sunday that she needed, so we dropped that off to her. And then tomorrow is actually Dean's birthday, and I totally dropped the ball and didn't have anything for him for his birthday. I've been so focused on Christmas that kind of forgot about his birthday. So we went to Marshall's and I decided to do what he did for me and let the kids pick out his gifts. So I'm gonna share with you what they picked out. But then we came home and had dinner and watched an episode of The Office and read, got the kids to bed, and now it's 9 o'clock and it's time for me to do my evening routine, pick up a bit. I wanna show you guys what we got Dean for his birthday. He's at work now. And I want to share with you guys a few recipes that I want to make for Christmas. That's my goal for the week, is to focus on my meal plan for Christmas and kind of make sure that I have everything I need for that. So I'm gonna get to work. I want to be in bed by 10:30 tonight. So I just have a few things that I really need to focus on and then get to bed. Okay, so these are the gifts that the kids picked out for Dean. So first up is this pesto, and it is a sun-dried tomato pesto, which sounds really good. Dean loves pesto, so the kids thought that he would really like this. Next is this balsamic vinegar. He loves vinegar and balsamic dressing. And I thought this was neat because Dean's great-grandfather's name was actually Giuseppe. So that's pretty neat. And the bottle is really fun too. It has like this wax on top. So I think he'll really like that. Dylan picked out this mug for him because if you don't know already, we love The Office. And Michael Scott's mug says World's Best Boss on it. So I thought that was kind of fun. And in the back just says The Office. So I'm sure he'll love that. And then this is actually something that I saw and had to get for him. So Dean's mom's name was actually Melinda, and he loves hot sauce. So when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, that needs to come home with us. So it's Melinda's extra hot sauce. I'm sure he'll love it. And it's kind of sentimental because his mom's name was Melinda. And then Julia found these. Dean takes a salad to work every night with him, and he's always looking for the right size Tupperware. So she saw this and she said, oh, that would be perfect for Daddy's salad. So couldn't argue with that. So that's what she picked up. I'm sure he's gonna love it. I just think it's so fun to have the kids pick out the gifts because they really do a good job and they really do know us well. So it'll be fun to see his reaction to these gifts tomorrow. Okay, so next I just have to clean up a bit. I want to put everything back in its place, so obviously just putting all this stuff away. I have to run the dishwasher, and then in the living room, everything is pretty much put away. I just have some pillows that I need to put away, but I did make these logos here for my friend who is a dialysis nurse, and it just says Dialysis Life with a Ribbon of Hope. I haven't adhered them to the t-shirts yet, but the decals are done, so I can just iron that onto the t-shirts tomorrow. This is the vinyl that I weeded out of it, so I need to just throw that away. And then I'm going to go downstairs and see what shape that's in. The kitchen is all clean now, and the dishwasher is running, so that will be ready to empty in the morning. Everything is all picked up in the living room, and I just want to snuggle up next to Maisie. She looks so cozy there on the couch. I was about to turn off my village for the night, but I had a few people ask me to do a close-up, so I'll go ahead and do that now. So this is the London Skating Club building, and outside there's a little skating rink with people skating there. Over here we just have a few kids playing in the snow. Few more sitting on the fence there. And then this building is the Ashbury Inn. In the middle here we have the church. A few more townspeople over here. A few people selling things. And then behind there is the rectory. A few more townspeople. This here is just like a little throughway. And then this one over here up on the hill is my favorite. It's Fezziwig's Warehouse, and it has Scrooge, and I think that is, oh my gosh, is it the Ghost of Past? And then there are some people dancing in the inside. This statue here, a few people sledding on the hill. And then we have this Cloaks and Canes shop here. And that's what I have for my village. I just love this. It's so awesome how it is a little bit different every year how we set it up, and it really does just come to life. So I love my village. Family room is all picked up. My office is all clean and it's ready for Blake for tomorrow. So this is where he sits. and does his work when he's doing remote learning. He actually used to be in the family room, but our Christmas tree is where his desk was set up, so I just moved him in here for the time being. The playroom is all cleaned also. So over here is where the girls are set up for remote learning. Once it's over here, once it's over there, and I sit right here so I can help them, and it honestly works out really well this way. Okay, I have to share with you guys, this is so funny. So apparently the romance is really blossoming between Elfie and Barbie, and the girls set up a nice little dinner date for them. Elfie was sitting in this chair this morning, and I guess he fell over, so the younger kids came running upstairs all worried because they can't pick up Elfie, otherwise his magic will go away. So I told them to use the tongs because they're not actually touching him, the tongs are. So they picked up the tongs and then set up this whole nice dinner for Elfie and Barbie. Julia wrote, "You are the best ever, love Julia," and then they wrote this note, "Dear Elfie, we are sorry for this." I think sorry that he fell over. "Love your friends." Oh my gosh, so funny. This is too cute. Okay, so my evening routine is done and the house is cleaned up. Sorry if you can hear my dishwasher. But I get asked a lot, how do I stay on top of my household tasks and keep my house tidy? And honestly, for me, it's sticking to my routines. I start every single day with a morning routine and I end every night with my evening routine. And that just means that I start each day with a clean slate and I end each day with a clean slate. So any chaos that creeps in throughout the day, I have routines to tackle it. And it just helps me stay on top of my household and keep things tidy so much. So if you don't have a routine in the morning and in the evening, I highly recommend doing that. It will help you so much just run your household. Okay, so I wanted to just share with you guys a couple recipes that I found that I want to make this Christmas. So what we typically do is we host Christmas Eve and Christmas Day with my family. So my parents, my sister, her husband, and then my niece. And that's the plan this year. Fingers crossed it works out. We have been seeing my parents and my sister and her family pretty much throughout COVID. We just keep our bubble really small, and that's kind of the extent of people that we've been seeing regularly. Okay, so my dad takes care of Christmas dinner, and we usually have our big Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve. That's his gift to us every year. He is an amazing cook, and he always does such a wonderful job. So my contribution to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, as far as food is concerned, is desserts, appetizers, breakfast, and all of that. So I think I have my breakfast narrowed down. I'm gonna share that with you. So I've mentioned several times before that I am loving my Gooseberry Patch Cozy Christmas Comforts book. And in this recipe book, I found this recipe for holiday French toast bake. I think it sounds absolutely delicious. It's kind of like a French toast casserole. So you can make this ahead, which is the plan. I want to try to make breakfast ahead of time this year. So that way I'm not trying to cook during all of the chaos of Christmas morning. So I am really excited to try this, and I'll let you guys know how it comes out. Another breakfast dish that I'm going to make this year is the cheesy potato breakfast casserole. Again, I can make this ahead of time. It just has ham and onion and pepper and cheese and bacon and eggs and hash browns and all the good things. It sounds absolutely delicious, and I think it will be good to have this as sort of like our protein, and then the French toast bake as sort of like the carbs and whatnot for breakfast. So this should fill us up really well. I'm excited to try this, and again, I'll let you know what we think of it. When I got married, my coworkers at the time put together this really sweet notebook for me, and inside has their like specialty recipes and signature drinks, and every single year we make one of my coworkers' signature drinks for Christmas. I'm gonna share the recipe with you guys. It is so good, and it's so festive and fun for Christmas. So the recipe is Diane's cranberry margarita. It is so good. So it's red because of the cranberry, and then I use green lime. So the colors are Christmassy, and then you use sugar around the rim for a little bit of sweetness. It is so good, you guys. So take a screenshot of this if you'd like. Like I said, for all of our work Christmas parties, we made these, and they were a huge hit, And then my family kind of adopted this tradition also. So on Christmas, we typically make these also. And they're just fun, they're special, and it's just really festive. All right, guys, I am tired. I'm gonna head into bed. It's about 10:45 now. It's a little bit later than I wanted to head into bed, but not too bad. Overall, today went really, really well. Day one of our remote learning journey again was really good. I loved the way that it was set up today. It worked really well for all the kids, having their assignments assigned to them, and they could go in and work on it at their own pace. Worked out really well. That's not the typical remote learning model that our school district has adopted. We typically have a full day of school and the teacher is live streaming the lessons. It's just a really long day that way, and there's just a lot more distractions. So today it worked out really well. Tomorrow is back to our original model where it's live streaming, so we'll see how that goes. I'm just gonna go into it with a positive attitude. It's short term, so we can do this, and it is what it is. So tomorrow is a new day, and I will take you guys along for another day of Vlogmas. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.